On day 1, I spawned in as a warden worm deep within my desert ancient city. I looked around only to see my warden people being attacked by a bunch of monster hunters. Are they after us? I ran throughout the battlefield and watched as the hunters started to hurt and capture my people as if they were just doing it for fun.
Haha, that's 2 points. I'm going for 3.
As I was distracted, I was spotted by one of them. He rushed in to attack, and I thought I was done for until our warden elder jumped in the way and took him down.
We can't let them capture you, my boy. You are special, and we're created so that we can put an end to these hunters.
Me? But how? Just then, a much larger monster hunter slammed down in the center of our city.
Where is that warden worm? I, Odin, will hunt you down, just like the rest of this world's monsters, so that I can be the most powerful hunter yet!
You need to leave now and find Aaron. He will know how to make you strong enough to save our people.
Odin then noticed the two of us and rushed forward only to unleash a powerful attack on my elder. No!
Go now!
I ran for my life, leaving all of my people behind.
Capture these pathetic monsters and get me that worm!
On day 2, I was slithering through the caves as fast as I could, with monster hunters chasing behind me. They shot at me using their advanced hunter gear. Oh no, I'm trapped.
You know, we enjoyed taking your people down. And once we have you, our power will be used to kill the rest of the monsters in this world.
I'm not a monster. Out of my frustration, I began to mine deep in the ground. Whoa, I can burrow.
Oh, no, you don't. Get the drill!
Using this newfound ability, I began to mine a path to get me out of this cave. It wasn't long until I heard heavy machinery and realized there was a drill mining right after me. Ah! I then mined out of a wall side, only to find myself inside of a strange nest home. What is this place?
There you are!
The monster hunter began to rush in, but out of nowhere dropped down a very large griffin beast. On day 3, the griffin started to fight off the monster hunter, easily destroying his machine. The hunter ran up and tried his best to hurt him with his weaponry, but the griffin sliced him with his claw and sent him back. He had incredible agility and strength, and would even use his wings to summon deadly gusts of wind around us.
No! No!
The griffin then landed on the hunter, taking him down for good. Whoa, you saved me. I thought I was safe, but the bird turned towards me and approached with anger. Wait, I don't mean you any harm.
This is my home, and you are not welcome here.
I was backed into a corner and thought I was done for. Please, look, I'm looking for Aaron, okay? My people, they're in danger.
Well, it's true. You must be the creature the Wardens have spent years creating. Fine, I'll help take you where you need to go.
On day 4, the griffin flew me high up throughout the lands, but all I was seeing was pure chaos. The world was full of deadly villages and outposts filled with cages of different beasts, animals, you name it. The hunters are doing this? This is horrible.
This is the world now. With Odin and his people at large, all creatures of any kind are being hunted down and stripped of their freedoms, including your wardens.
We then landed within a desert ruin with a strange warden eye artifact sat at its center.
Go and pick it up.
Okay. I listened, and once I touched it, my entire body began to shake. I gained 5 more hearts and grew larger in size, becoming a stronger warden worm. Whoa!
This is the first of 5 Warden Eye fragments. They grant any being incredible beast-like abilities when equipped. I am Aaron, and have helped the Wardens in their quest on creating you. They believe your strength can be enough to stop this.
Well, if these items increase my strength, then I will go out and find all of them. Rustling then sounded off, and out of the bushes rushed an advanced hunter.
There you are. We have all the Wardens under our watch, and when I bring you in, I will be rewarded.
On day 5, the advanced hunter rushed in and began to attack. He summoned 2 more arms and now had 4 very sharp swords. Oh no! But with my new upgrade, I now had the ability to shoot out deadly skulk venom at him. Ha! Take that! We fought each other, blow for blow. He was not an easy opponent, as he shot out poison all throughout the area. But I knew I could not let my people down. With the one final skulk venom attack, I was able to fully take down the hunter. Yes! Upon his death, dropped a note that said,
Do not let that worm find those Warden Eye artifacts. Go out and find the Croak Empire before he does.
the Croak Empire? Huh, that must be where another one is. I knew that there were going to be more hunters after me, so Aaron and I started to forge a new hideout within this desert ruin. I made my very own home inside of a sand cave, while I also made Aaron a small nest lying on top of a tree. As Aaron and I were admiring our new work, I saw a sand block fall near my cave.
Oops. Oh no.
What was that? I walked over, only to see a tiny warden hiding in fear.
No, please don't hurt me. I barely was able to escape from those hunters. I have nowhere else to go.
Escape? Where exactly did you escape from? On day 6, the tiny warden brought me within the nearest forest until we reached an outpost much larger than the ones I'd seen before. I watched as countless hunters were inside, upgrading their weaponry, and right next to them were rows of cages holding wardens and my warden elder.
Let us go. Shut it.
I have to get them out of here. I was about to run in, blinded by my rage. But just then, Odin entered the courtyard.
Everyone listen! This Warden Worm is a threat to our clan. Do you not understand? It can grow to be the strongest among all beasts in this world. This is why we must obtain its scales so that we can forge weaponry with power like no other. But we will need backup.
He then walked forward and ignited a platform, causing lightning to summon all around him. In one huge burst, dropped down a night bounty hunter.
Magnus, I know you've never failed a hunt, which is why I need you to go and find that worm.
Very well. Leave it to me.
Oh no, this isn't good. I need to find the Croak Empire fast.
You mean that kingdom of frogs? I know where that place is. Come on, follow me.
On day 7, the tiny warden led me deep within a swamp, but we were quickly met by a moat. Is that polluted swamp water? Gross! I then looked across, and waiting on the other side was the Croak Empires.
Okay, but how do we get across?
I think I have an idea. Follow me. I used my burrow ability, allowing me to dig deep underground. Thankfully, I was able to mine below the moat and make it safely on the other side. However, as I exited, I found myself in the middle of their entire kingdom. Maybe I mined too far?
Halt! Wardworm? Those wards are really getting creative with their creations, huh?
Huh, yeah, no kidding. We know why you're here. You will not get that Warden Eye fragment.
I then looked up, and lying on their tallest tower was the Warden Eye. Please, I need it. Just then, I heard a very loud and in a huge splash landed their king frog.
I am Emperor Croak. We see that fragment has good luck to our people. We have lost too many to those hunters.
Well, I'm trying to stop them. There has to be some way I can get it from you.
You know, this empire loves a show. I think I have an idea on how you can prove your worth.
On day 8, Emperor Croak brought me back to the center of their kingdom with a crowd of frogs watching.
The rules are simple. If you can get to that warden fragment, you win. But in order to do that, you have to get past the king.
Okay, deal. Horns then sounded off, and the Frog King began to attack me. He used his high leaps to his advantage and pushed me back away from the tower. Back off! I fought back, using my Skulk Venom on him, and tried my best to get to their tower. Unfortunately, he would shoot out deadly water attacks at me, and even shot his tongue out, swallowing me whole.
Let me out of here!
Ow! Wait a minute, I have an idea. I continued to fight the frog, and waited for him to shoot his tongue again. Here goes nothing. He shot me out. Come on! I did it! I reached the Warden fragment. I picked it up, causing me to upgrade once more. I gained 5 hearts, grew in size, and now had the ability to do explosive bites at my enemy. Awesome! I went back to the courtyard towards the king.
Emperor Croak is very impressed. You earned it. But without this fragment, my kingdom's luck is gone.
You know, I think I have an idea. On days 9 to 10, I gathered up all of the frogs in the Croak Empire to come back to my base.
Thank you for offering shelter to my people until we stop those men. Odin will stop at nothing to take us all down.
Yeah, I know. I just don't get why he hates us so much.
I'm not quite sure, but what I've heard is that he lost someone very close to him. But it's just a rumor.
Who could he have lost? We continued to walk out of the swamps and back towards the desert until I heard a voice coming towards us. The sky became clouded as flames appeared and a figure rose from the ground.
Yo, I thought I smelled a warden worm around here.
Oh no, leave now. The frogs and the tiny warden all left back towards my base. You're trying to hunt me down. What you hunters are doing, it's not right.
Not right. You are monsters, beasts. You don't know any better, especially you wardens.
Oh yeah? Well, I'll show you. Magnus then charged straight in. He spun around and slashed me with his very large sword. With just one hit, I was knocked down to only a few hearts. Oh no, he's too strong. I gotta get out of here. I began to burrow down into the ground, but Magnus ran down the tunnel straight behind me.
Get back here!
He was about to catch me, but thankfully, I dug straight underneath a pool of lava. It fell and separated the two of us.
Count your days, you worm. They are numbered.
On days 11 to 12, I made my way back to base and saw that all of the frogs and the tiny warden made it here safely. Thank goodness. I got to work, building up a place for all of the frog people. I made sure to theme it around their kingdom so that they could feel just at home. After that, I quickly was able to build the tiny warden their very own tiny home as well.
Wow, Fozo, this is amazing. Oh, and that reminds me, I wanted to show you something.
What is it? The tiny warden then used her warden senses to locate and pull out from the ground all of the surrounding ore around our base.
We are wardens, remember? I can sense everything.
Whoa, that's awesome! Thanks! With the tiny warden's help, I was able to find enough iron to make myself a set of iron tools. Awesome!
Fozo, I'm glad you made it back safely. And by the looks of things, you're even stronger now.
I am, Aaron. Thankfully.
Well, if you're up for another journey, I found where the next warden fragment is.
You did?
Yes. Now come on, I'll show you.
On days 13 to 14, I followed behind Aaron until he brought me to the top of an icy mountain. At its peak were strange pillars surrounding a Warden eye fragment. But something was wrong. It's frozen?
That's right. This fragment is useless unless we can melt it, and there is only one way to do so.
How? Aaron led me to the side of the mountain, overlooking the rest of the tundra.
Deep within this land lies a very dangerous ice beast. But with its help, we just might be able to thaw this fragment. Be warned, he is not friendly.
Great. He then flew away with the frozen fragment to keep it safe at our base. And I continued into the tundra until I saw a fire? That's not normal. I approached and started to see that the fire was coming from a burning tundra village. It was being raided by the monster hunters. Oh no. On days 15 to 16, I watched as monster hunters began to corner some defenseless tundra creatures.
Please. No, wait.
One of the hunters swung and killed the creature without a second thought. I have to stop this. I charged in and used my new explosive bite to attack them. They turned to fight back, but I was quick and was able to take all of them down with my abilities. Yes! I looked around at the burning village, and just when I thought I killed the last hunter, one of the home's walls exploded outwards.
You! We finally met face to face.
Odin, you have to stop this. All of it. You're hurting countless innocent lives.
Lives? You guys are just monsters.
He leapt into the air and tried to slam down onto me, summoning lightning everywhere. Stop! Look, I heard you lost someone close to you. I'm sorry, but you can't just take it out on us.
You know nothing about me. My father, he was the greatest hunter to ever live. He taught me everything from skinning a rabbit to slaying beasts like you. Then one day, on a hunt, he never returned. He was killed by one of you monsters. You beasts ended his life. And now I will do the same to all of you!
He threw one of his axes directly at me, and I was barely able to dodge out of the way. I gotta get out of here. I made a break for it, but just when I was about to make it out of the village, I felt the ice crack from underneath. Ah!
Huh. I will avenge my father if it's the last thing I do.
On days 17 to 18, I fell down and into the center of an ice temple. Ow! Where am I? The area looked abandoned and almost completely forgotten, except for there was a tundra creature hiding behind a pillar. Hey, I'm not gonna hurt you.
You're not one of those hunters. They took my family from me.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm trying to stop them, but I have to find an ice beast in order to do so.
Oh, you mean the Yeti? Follow me.
Wait, Yeti? He led me over to a very dark cave entrance deeper in the temple. So, he's in here?
Yep.
I began to slowly creep inside until I was totally encased in darkness. And then... As I recovered from the hit, rushing out of the darkness was a huge ice Yeti. On days 19 to 21, the powerful Yeti jumped towards me in a rage, swinging at me with his giant fists. Hey! I began to fight back, using my explosive bite attack. But the Yeti was so strong, he barely seemed to flinch. I tried to run and gain some distance, but he would keep burrowing towards me before forming a ball of ice that kicked at me. Ah, stop it! I'm not here to fight you!
You leave now!
I can't do that. I need your help in unfreezing a Warden fragment.
Help! Hunters attack because of you! Now, leave my home!
Please, Yeti! The monster hunters attacked my village. They took me away from my family. They need to be stopped.
The Yeti calmed down.
Fine, if you want help, I show you. But you do the rest.
Show us what?
Both of you,
follow.
On days 22 to 26, the Yeti led us out of his icy caves until we came to a large lava and ice lake.
Unfreeze fragment, the item you need. Here.
In the lake?
Yes, under the lake. You must find it.
Okay, here I go. I began to dig deep down, tunneling under the pool, searching for any clue of the Yeti's item. But as I dug, I accidentally mined in another icy cave with spikes falling down. Okay, wrong way. I continued to dig, having to dodge around more traps and being careful not to dig too close to lava pools. Eventually, I found it. Another cave opening. But it was no longer icy, and in the center was a pedestal holding a potion of molten magma. This has to be it. I rushed up and grabbed the potion. This will definitely unfreeze the frozen Warden fragment. On days 27 to 29, I went back to my base, potion in hand and seal with me. I found that Aaron had built some sort of containment pillar for the frozen fragment. Hey, here you go.
Good work. But it'll take some time to set things up.
While he was doing that, I went and got enough materials to make Seal their very own home to stay in.
Thanks, Fozo. It's nice to know us creatures have each other's backs.
Agreed. I ran back to Aaron and saw that his containment area was now filled with hot magma. Okay, I'm guessing it's ready. I then watched as the frozen fragment began to melt and crack until it finally thawed. Yes! I grabbed the fixed fragment, causing me to become even stronger. I gained 5 more hearts and felt my body grow. Now, I could use my size to shake the ground around me with a powerful slam attack. Awesome!
So, is it true? Rumors quickly spread that Odin's father was killed by a beast.
Yeah, and now he's letting his rage blind him.
It just doesn't make any sense. His dad was known as the world's strongest monster hunter. Things aren't adding up, Fozo.
What do you mean?
Stop it!
What was that? I ran out of the base to see that there in a cage was my Warden Elder. Oh my goodness, you're okay. I'm getting you out of here now. I ran up to the cage and noticed that she looked weak.
My dear boy, no! Get out of here! It's a trap!
What? Before I knew it, Magnus appeared, leaping down between me and the Elder. As he did, giant walls of metal formed around us, trapping me in.
You aren't going anywhere!
On days 30 to 32, I was face to face with Magnus in his metal arena. You used my Elder as bait?
Yes, and you fell for it! There's no running this time!
He rushed in to attack me, spinning around wildly with his sword and shield. Ah! Take this! I used my new Power Slam ability, causing the ground beneath us to erupt. The attack definitely hurt Magnus, but the blast also hit my Elder. Oh no, I need to be careful. Magnus used the opening to kick me back, then followed up with multiple sword attacks as I was cornered. I was starting to get lower and lower on hearts, and he kept blocking my attacks. I can't give up. I used my explosive attack to push Magnus back, but his hits were just way too strong. Magnus then landed a blow that almost knocked me out. Ah!
It's a pity they want you alive. You're coming with me.
My vision went blurry from the fight, and I started to pass out. On days 33 to 35, I woke up, chained to a strange platform in the middle of a room full of monster hunters. I feel so weak.
Warden Worm, you really thought you'd put an end to my empire?
What did you do to me?
More so, what did you just do? For us, we have taken some of your scales, and with them, we will upgrade our weaponry so that we can move on to the next part of our plan.
Next heart?
Quiet! Hunters, get to work! In this one, put him with the others. We have what we want.
A couple of hunters walked forward and began to escort me deep underneath their outpost. It wasn't long until I was thrown into a cage in a room filled with my wardens.
Fozo, I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you.
It's okay. We're all alive. That's what matters. Odin is planning something, though. We need to get out of here, and fast.
Yeah, good luck, pal. These people only see us as entertainment here.
Entertainment? Just then, the opposite side of my cage opened up. What the? I walked out, only to have the door slam behind me, and to see that I was in a massive arena with monster hunters looking down at me. Oh, no! On days 36 to 39, I looked around the whole Coliseum. I need to find a way out of here. I then heard another cage open on the opposite side, and walking out of it was a tall amethyst golem.
Fight! Fight! Fight!
Whoa, 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 wait! We don't have to listen to them. We can work together and get out of here.
Get out of here? Impossible. So, it's either you or me. No hard feelings.
The golem then started throwing amethyst shards at me. I dodged them, only to realize they turned into tiny amethyst golems? What the? They ran at me while he continued to attack with his massive arm. We began to fight as he attacked me continuously. Ah! Stop it!
Fight me!
The golem stomped on the ground and sent forward shards of amethyst that hit me on the head. No! We are not monsters! Ah! In my frustration, I unleash an extremely powerful warden boom, destroying everything around me. Whoa!
What? Close the cages! Don't let them escape!
In the midst of the destruction, I noticed that there was a way out. I gotta get the wardens and get out of here. On days 40 to 44, I escaped with all of the wardens straight out of the hunter's outpost. Thankfully, we were able to make it safely back to base. That was close. Before doing anything else, I made sure to get enough materials to build up all of the wardens their very own ancient-styled home. And done.
Oh, Fozo, I'm so proud of how strong you've become.
The warden elder collapsed right in front of me. Why is this happening?
Bozo, what's wrong?
Aaron, the hunters, they must have done something to her. She looks so weak.
If we don't do something soon, she might not make it.
But we have to help her.
I have an idea on where we can get an item that might help her, but we have to hurry.
Odin, we had no idea that he would escape. Roar! I trusted idiots with one job. One! And now that worm is back out in the world. No matter. Those of you who are still worth the air you breathe, forge your weapons. Once my axes possess that worm's power, he won't be a problem anymore.
On days 45 to 47, I went as quickly as I could with Aaron until we arrived at some sort of desert dungeon. But the entrance was sealed shut. Great. Now what?
I'll fly up and look around.
Aaron took to the skies as I looked more intently at the entrance. I noticed that the door was being held up by two pillars that sunk into the ground. That's it. I tunneled below the door and straight through each of the pillars, breaking them down one by one. When the last one was broken, the entire entrance collapsed and was opened up.
You did it!
The two of us ran inside, only to see the dungeon's vast, dark interior. Whoa!
There, that's the item we need.
I looked up and saw that in the center of the chamber was a large tiki sitting in the center, and behind it laid the golden totem of healing. That's it! I began to hurry towards it, but as I moved forward, I heard a click under my body. Uh-oh! The whole room began to shake, and suddenly, the entire floor dropped down, exposing a large, elaborate parkour towards the center. And if I fall, I'd land on deadly spikes. Great.
Activate defense mechanism!
I then noticed that the tall tiki in the center had come to life. It started to launch elemental attacks around the platforms. Okay, focus. I have to get that totem. On days 48 to 52, I started to jump between the floating platforms heading towards the totem, but the tiki heads were spouting flames directly at me. Ah! I jumped away to one of the platforms. Just before, I saw a rock flying right at me. It hit me head on, and I almost fell straight off. Knock it off.
Intruder!
Stay back! Bolts of lightning started to flash throughout the room, making it even harder to jump across. But I knew I had to do it. Here goes nothing. I jumped and finally made it on top of the center platform. But as I did, the tikis all dissembled into 3 individual ones. Ah! They began their attacks, each wielding a different elemental power. I began to fight back when one of them seemed to recognize me.
Wait, hold up. Are you the Warden Worm?
Yeah, I kind of need that totem to save my elder.
Well, why didn't you say something? Us Tikis don't have very good eyesight, you know. We know about your quest to take down those hunters, and we totally agree with it.
Follow us. You should see this.
The tikis led me into a separate room of the dungeon, and there was a map?
We've been guarding this bad boy. It should lead you to your next Warden fragment.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Those crazy hunters have been trying to get into this place for ages to get it.
That's why we had to secure the entrance.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, forget about it. You can take the map and the totem. Just stop those hunters.
On days 53 to 56, Aaron and I rushed back to our base. I ran directly into where my elder was resting and placed the totem of healing next to her. This caused the entire room to instantly start glowing. Yes. In a burst of vibrant light, my elder stood up and looked completely healed.
My goodness. Thank you. Those hunters didn't treat us well at all. I didn't think I was going to make it.
I'm just glad you're okay.
You really have grown so much. I'm so proud of all you have done for our kind.
The work isn't done yet. I just got this map that leads to the next Warden Eye fragment. It looks like it shows something called the Grand Forest.
That forest is a dangerous place. You must be careful.
I know, but it seems like I don't have a choice. I need those fragments to stop Odin. On days 57 to 59, I was making my way to the Grand Forest, and I stopped only to see a massive tree line. Whoa! I then heard screams. Run! I ran towards the trees to see that on the edge of the forest was a town of smaller tree people, but they were being raided by the monster hunters. Oh no! The hunters were using their new and improved weapons to cut down the homes and tree people with ease. They weren't kidding. They upgraded their gear. Hey, hunters! Over here!
The Warden Worm! Get him!
I rushed into battle and fought off as many of the hunters as I could. I used my abilities to hit multiple of them at a time, but they were much stronger than before.
You think we are a challenge? You have no idea how strong Odin has now become.
No! I started to fight harder than ever before, using my power slam to knock out a group of them, and then my explosive bite to take down the final one. With only a few hearts to spare, the tree village was saved. That was close.
You have saved us, weird creature. I can tell you're not from around here.
Yeah, I'm visiting this forest, looking for a Warden Eye fragment.
Oh, if you want that, you must travel to the forest core.
Can you lead me there?
For saving my home? Absolutely.
On days 60 to 63, I followed the tree person as they led me deep into the Grand Forest until we met a clearing, revealing a lost kingdom.
The fragment should be in there, the core, but I shall go no further.
I pushed forward inside the main entrance and found an ominous clearing. There, high up in the branches, was the Warden fragment. Yes! Now, just to get it.
Why have you come here, Warden Worm?
Who said that? I looked out, and appearing through the trees was a tall treant.
I am Skull, guardian of this fragment.
I need that fragment, Skog.
For what? To stop the hunter Odin, I presume?
Yes, he has to be stopped. It's the only way.
No, you will do no such thing!
Skog suddenly rushed towards me in a rage. Wait! On days 64 to 65, Skog moved in and started to attack me. He was so powerful and used the elements of nature to his advantage. He would stomp on the ground and cause jaw-like plants to appear and hit me. Ah! I knew I had to fight back. Stop this! We're on the same side! Skog was fueled by rage and kept hitting me. He would reach into the earth and cause roots to shoot out towards me. Why? Why don't you want to defeat Odin?
Be quiet!
He was about to attack again, but I ran in and bit into him with my explosive bite. This caused Skog to stumble back and briefly stop attacking.
Odin, his actions are wrong, but it's all his father's fault. It's my fault!
What? Wait, you're Odin's father? But how?
Odin followed in my footsteps, as my goal was to become the greatest hunter to ever exist. I would exceed my goals and reach higher and higher, slaying, hurting animals and creatures, treating them like nothing but monsters. But then, on one fateful hunt, I was cursed into becoming the very thing I hunted. I knew my people would never accept me back, so I couldn't return. I came here, and over time, I have finally realized that the beasts we have hunted have emotions as well.
So, you didn't die to a beast. You became one? Odin should know.
He can't know that his own father has turned into the very thing he hates.
But maybe if he knew, he would change. He hates the beasts because he thought you died to one. Skog suddenly smashed at the branch above, dropping the fragment.
Maybe, just maybe, you are right, Worm. You may take the Warden fragment.
Thank you. I ran up and grabbed it, and this caused me to grow in power again. I gained 5 more hearts, and now I could rain down bursts of sonic boom energy from the sky. I felt so much stronger than before. On days 66 to 68, I was on my way back to base with Skog when suddenly Odin's lightning struck, and he was now right in front of us.
You really thought you could escape from me? I'll give you credit. If there is one thing we both have in common, is that we both don't know when to give up.
Odin, wait! He ran straight towards me with his sonic boom charged axes, but Skog jumped in the way, taking the blow. Odin began to attack as hard as he could, hacking into Skog's tree body. I could tell Skog didn't want to, but he began to defend himself.
Odin, you need to stop this!
Odin and Skog continued to fight until Skog hit him back with his root attack. But Odin countered with a very heavy hit.
Now you shall die!
Odin, son, it's me, your father!
He stood there, stunned.
That can't be true! My father, he was a hunter!
I was. But my rage turned me into this. Son, these creatures have feelings, lives that we are just taking from them. You have to stop this now.
I can't believe this. You may have been my father before, but you are not him today.
Wait! Odin slung with the final heavy blow that killed his father! No! I knew I had to run as I quickly burrowed straight down and away from Odin. I have to get the final fragment. I have to! On days 69 to 71, I tunneled all the way to my base and saw that all of the wardens looked healthy again. They were even all working throughout the base, helping my other friends. The elder noticed me and walked over.
This, Bozo, is what being a warden is all about. We are protectors. Our people are meant to keep all of the world's creatures safe.
This is so amazing. I was admiring all of them when suddenly I heard the tiny warden panicking.
Bozo! Bozo!
Hey, what's wrong? Are you okay?
Yes, I am. I was just roaming around outside the base when I saw some monster hunters. They made a camp nearby.
What did you find out?
Well, I overheard them talking about the final Warden fragment, but it is in possession of Magnus, and I know exactly where he lives.
Great! Can you tell me? On days 72 to 74, I roamed around the overworld until I reached a clearing, and there it was, Magnus's keep. The huge walls and battlements were guarded and well too fortified for me just to dig through. I need to find another way in safely.
I know it's around here somewhere.
What was that? I walked over to the noise and saw an armored Enderman.
Come on. Where did I put my sword?
Hey man, are you okay?
No, I'm not. I lost my sword. How am I supposed to be an Enderman Knight without my sword?
Whoa, it's okay. Wait a minute. I have an idea. If I find your sword, would you teleport me inside of that keep over there?
You, my friend, have a deal.
On days 75 to 77, I began to burrow around the area. The Enderman said that he just went mining. It has to be around here somewhere. I then dug into a large cave. On a mound of stone was the Enderman's sword. Yes! I started to move closer, but then I realized that the cave had large cracks in the floor filled with lava. No! How do I get across? I looked around the room and noticed that the roof of the cave was made out of a ton of loose gravel. Perfect! I shot my sonic venom ability, striking the roof and causing all the loose blocks to fall. Because of this, the large cracks in the ground were now filled with gravel, allowing me to walk across safely. I picked up the sword and quickly tunneled my way back to the surface and reunited with the Enderman Knight.
Oh, yes! Thank you!
Of course! Now, can you get me inside of that keep?
Oh, yeah, with ease.
On days 78 to 80, the Enderman Knight teleported us far below Magnus's keep, inside a dungeon room. Okay, now, to get that fragment and get out of here, I started to walk through the dungeons, heading up the main outpost. But I was quickly stopped when I saw cages filled with the tundra creatures I saw earlier.
We feel so weak.
You guys are Seal's family. Come on, let me help. I used my worm ability and broke open their cages.
Thank you, Warden Worm.
Of course. Stay here. I'll be right back. From there, I went up through the keep, making sure to avoid any hunter guards that were on post. It wasn't long before I entered a main courtyard room, and in the center held the final Warden fragment. Yes! I walked up and picked it up, causing my body to change one last time. I gained 10 more hearts, grew larger in size, and was now a very large Warden worm. I did it! On days 81 to 85, I was leaving the room, but was interrupted by Magnus walking out from the shadows.
You really have come back for more, haven't you? I do have to say, I am quite impressed with your escape. But I am Magnus, the best bounty hunter there is. No one escapes my capture.
He charged in and began to attack me. I'm here to show you how wrong you really are. I fought back, this time using my newly found abilities. Because I was a fully upgraded Warden Worm, I was able to summon a tornado of sonic boom energy. Magnus felt my newly found strength. Last time, he was able to overpower me, but now he was no match.
No!
With one final hit, I was able to fully take down the Night Hunter. Ha! Take that! From there, I quickly gathered the tundra creatures outside and started our journey back home. But as we started our travels, I heard a loud... Oh no, what can that be? On days 86 to 90, I separated from the creatures, heading straight for the horns. But the sight that met me was absolutely horrifying. I watched rows of destruction caused by the newly upgraded hunters. Trees were burned, grass was dead, and there was smoke everywhere.
Under the name of Odin, the final sweep has begun. Go through the lands and make sure there isn't a single living creature.
From there, hunters started to go out and kill any animal that they can find. No! This has to end, and it has to end now! On days 91 to 94, I hurried back home to make sure all of my friends were safe. Thankfully, the hunters hadn't found us yet.
Bozo, you found my family!
Yeah, I did. I told you I would help you out. To keep the rest of his family safe, I quickly went out and built them homes right next to him.
Thank you! With the hunter's new plan, we need a place to hide in and feel safe.
Agreed. I then went over and saw Aaron and my elder in a conversation.
Fozo, thank goodness you're okay.
The hunter's plan, it's begun.
I know. I saw all of it. If they do this to the entire realm, it will never be habitable for any of us. We have to storm their outpost now, and we have to take Odin down. On days 95 to 99, Aaron and I stormed the main hunter's outpost. There was a whole row of hunters in the front waiting for us, with Odin standing high above, commanding them.
I knew you'd show yourself. Finally here to meet your fate.
No, I'm here to stop you.
Have it your way. Men, attack!
The monster hunters rushed in towards Aaron and I and started to slice us with their axes. Aaron took to the skies, summoning gusts of wind to take down groups of them at a time. While he was fighting, I also rushed in and used all my abilities I gained along the way in my journey. I summoned my sonic boom tornado, bit at them, anything to take them down. With Aaron and I's teamwork, we were able to take down most of the group. I looked up and watched as Odin stood in his empire as lightning struck all around him. He's waiting for me.
Go! I will hold the rest of them off!
On day 100, I made it in the center of the courtyard where Odin was standing.
Today's the day you'll finally learn your place in this world.
No, today's the day you learned how wrong you've been. You will regret your actions, and when you're gone, this world will be a better place. Odin got frustrated and rushed in to attack.
Yeah!
His weaponry was way heavier and stronger than his other hunters, and every hit he dealt did a massive amount of damage. With his deadly weaponry, he was even stronger than before. I fought back, shooting out any ability that I could think of. I can't let everyone down. He was very fast, and I could tell he had a lot of experience as a fighter.
I will not let a worm take this from my clan!
I kept fighting until I released my sonic boom tornado one last time, but this time it was completely surrounding him.
What is this?
Your end! I shot at him with all of my abilities as he started to grow weaker and weaker.
No! No!
With one final attack, Odin was defeated. Yes! Now it's time for us creatures to live in peace. On day 1, I spawned in as a baby warden spider. I watched as there were countless other spiders climbing around. Whoa, is this our spider colony?
Sure is, son. Soon you will learn to love this place. Your new home.
A large hole then formed in the middle of our home, and wither spiders started to swarm inside. The warden spiders tried putting up a fight, but with the wither spiders' deadly wither bites, they stood no chance. No! I then looked over and saw a large wither spider standing in the chaos.
A war between the Wither and Warden spiders has begun. We will expand our territory from the Nether and claim the overworld for ourselves.
I looked around and saw that most of my people had now been withered. It was killing them. No! My shout alerted Witherfang.
Oh, baby spider. Such a shame that you will live such a short life.
Witherfang spit out wither venom at me, but my dad jumped in the way just in time. Dad?
Bozo, run now!
Being the only warden spider that wasn't withered, I knew I had to leave.
Retrieve him! Now!
On day 2, I was crawling as fast as my 8 legs could. The wither spiders were right behind me and were closing in fast.
Get back here, Warden Spider!
Oh no, how am I supposed to lose them? To make things worse, I ran into a dead end that only led straight up. I guess I have to learn how to climb. Because I was a spider, this came as second nature to me. Look at me go. I was climbing up the wall, still needing to lose the spiders, until I reached a clearing. Thinking quickly, I hid behind some stone blocks while the withers kept searching up ahead.
I think he went this way.
Phew, that was close. What's behind me? I slowly turned around, only to be face to face with a large, deadly snake. Uh-oh. On day 3, I was looking like snake food. Please, don't attack. My people, my father, they're in trouble.
You should have known better than to come here.
The snake bolted forward and started to attack me. I tried my best to dodge him, but he was extremely fast and strong. I had half a heart left. One more hit and I was done for. Right before the snake could deal his last strike, one of his babies jumped in the way.
Wait, Pops! He's just a baby, just like us. All he wants to be is with his family again.
I could tell the father snake was thinking until he said,
Fine, spider, or my child. I shall help you. I only know of the jungle spiders, though. So I shall take you there, and once I do, we are done.
Thank you. Suddenly, the wither spiders from before broke into the nest. Oh no! They began to charge in, but because of the snake, they stood no chance. With his fast movements and poisonous attacks, they were done for.
Come quick. We must go before more show up.
On day 4, the large snake brought me over to an entrance of a jungle. What am I supposed to do here?
Go forth from here. You'll find the others.
I listened to him and made my way through until I found a clearing that revealed a large, forgotten spider temple. Using my climbing abilities, I made my way up to the top. Okay, this was easy. Now what? Ouch! What happened? After a second glance, I realized I was now in front of the Earth Spider tribe. Don't panic, Fozo. Stay calm.
A warden spider? What are you doing in my realm?
My people, we're in trouble. The wither spiders took over our colony.
I was afraid this day would come.
I need your help. Please, help us.
Oh, young one. If you wish to access my help, you must prove yourself worthy.
Worthy? What does that mean? The Earth King started to attack me. He had a powerful ground slam, which gave him the upper hand. Oh no, I can't lose to this guy. I have to try. I charged in and bit the king on the face as hard as I could, which sent him back.
Bravo, bravo.
I then started to slowly lift in the air. What's happening? In a flash, I grew into an adult-sized warden spider. I gained 5 more hearts and now can shoot webs like the rest of my people.
I have given you my blessing. I just wanted to see if you had what it took to fight.
All of a sudden, another warden spider entered, looking weaker than ever. Oh my goodness. Are you okay?
The kingdom has fallen.
He died because of his wither effect, and I knew I had to go and find my dad before he met the same destiny. On day 5, I ran back towards my ancient city home. I entered a cave in hopes to find it, but on the way, I heard the sound of Dad?
Stay back!
You shall die!
I was about to charge in, but before I could reach them, the baby snake from before jumped in and started to help my father.
Stay away from him!
The snake had some guts, but I knew he needed some help. I ran in and started to fight the wither spider with him.
Son?
His attacks were strong, but since I was an adult now, he stood no chance. I used my webs and was able to get the wither spider stuck in place. Then bit him one last time and defeated him. What are you doing here?
After you talked to my father about becoming stronger and helping your people, it inspired me. I've been following you ever since, until now.
Huh. Well, if that's the case, it's good to have you on the team. My name's Fozo.
And I'm Slither.
Son, Listen, you are the last chance in winning this war. Do you understand me? All other warden spiders have been withered. All but you.
Yeah, Dad, but...
No buts, son. I can see you've grown stronger, and it looks like you have found the first of the 5 spider elders.
Elders?
Yes. Each one you find will grant you a blessing that can give you incredible abilities like no other.
If I find all of them, then I can be strong enough to win the war against the wither spiders. I then brought my dad and Slither with me, and together we found a large web tree deep in the forest. It's time to build. On day 6, Slither and I worked together on making ourselves a safe space to stay. If we were going to survive against these wither spiders, we had to have somewhere to call our home. I used my spider climbing abilities and web swinging to my advantage, which allowed me to collect webbing from the top of the tree. As a spider, I could walk on top of webs. So I made a nice web bridge across the nearby ocean so we could travel throughout the world easier. I promise, Dad, I will do what I can to make you better.
Thank you, son. You must now go and find the next spider elder, King Octua.
Where can I find him?
He's a good person. He resides far off on the shoreline, on an island called Spider Isles. Find him, then you will grow stronger.
On day 7, I followed my dad's instructions and was searching the shoreline. I looked out far into the ocean, not knowing how I was gonna get to my destination. Not all spiders can swim, and I knew I definitely couldn't.
Curse me, crew!
What is that? I looked over and saw a pirate punching a bunch of barrels. Are you okay?
Arr! Spider? Stay back or I'll carve your eyes out!
I'm not gonna hurt you, dude.
Oh. Well, I'm just here, sinking in me misery. My own crew betrayed me, took everything I've had, including my prized possessions.
I'm sorry to hear that. I looked over at his pirate ship and had an idea. Wait, I'm trying to reach Spider Isles. Can you take me there?
Oh, perhaps a favor for a favor. If you retrieve me dear items, my steering wheel, my lucky rotten apple, and my parrot feathers, I shall take you on your quest.
Those are your lucky items? Okay, you know what? Deal. Now, where can I find your crew? On day 8, I followed the captain's directions until I reached a pirate pillager outpost on a beach. So, this is his crew?
The captain be a joke. He didn't see our thievery coming, boys.
Yep, these guys are a bunch of jerks. I was able to spot a chest in the outpost surrounded by a bunch of treasure. I'm guessing that's what I'm looking for. Knowing I couldn't take them all in a fight, I had to think smarter. That's when an idea sparked. I used my new web ability and shot out webs randomly throughout the nearby field. Perfect. All right, you got this, Fozo. Hey, you!
A beast. Kill it, boys. Yarr!
The pirates then all started to charge at me. Wait for it. Wait for it. Now! I jumped out of the way, causing the pirates to jump and all fall in my web trap. Take that, you losers!
Curse ye! When we get out, we'll kill you!
Yeah, I've heard that before. I then swung over to the treasure chest and saw all of the captain's items. Perfect. I walked back over to the captain and gave them all back to him.
Thank goodness! I don't know what I could have done without me lucky rotten apple. Let's go, Spider!
He then quickly put on the steering wheel of his ship and we sailed off. On day 9 to 10, the captain and I sailed out far until we reached Spider Isles. Yep, I'm pretty sure this is the place.
Good luck, Fozo. I'll be waiting here.
I split up with the captain and walked throughout the plains until I was met with a large kingdom. Whoa, I think this is the home of the Octuas. I walked inside and quickly realized something was wrong. There were spiders, but they were in cages? That doesn't make sense.
Run.
Huh? As I was distracted, a scorpion jumped in and stung me from behind.
Ah! Scorpions have taken over the Octua Kingdom. You are a trespasser here. You shall die.
The scorpion charged and kept trying to sting me. I tried to run away, but more started to come in. I was greatly outnumbered. Having to think fast, I used my web powers to form a web sphere around me. Okay, now what? The scorpions were trying to all break through. I guess the only way to go is down. I mined straight down just in time. Phew.
you! We will find you!
On days 11 to 12, I was mining straight down until I dropped into an underground tavern. What is this place? All of a sudden, I could see a group of octopus spiders hiding out.
A warden spider? Here to see our downfall, are you?
No, of course not. I was here because I needed your help.
Well, I am afraid I cannot help you. I have my own kingdom to worry about. Those nasty scorpions came by, led by their queen, and took over everything me and my people have worked for. The octopus are no more.
Rumblings sounded off throughout the caves until a giant queen scorpion broke through the roof.
Ah, so this is where the warden spider went. And look where he led me.
Oh no! They followed me! With no other choice, I charged in and started to fight the queen scorpion. Her poisonous attacks were extremely tough. Every time she'd hit me, I felt more and more out of it. But I knew I had to fight for these people. I shot my web, which made the scorpion stuck. Then, after countless bites, she was growing weak. The King Aqua then rushed forward and bit her with a bite that looked very powerful. It killed the queen. Because of this, all the scorpions in the kingdom walked out and left. Whoa.
My goodness! A kingdom! We are back! Thank you, Fozo. Follow me. I think I know how I can help you.
On days 13 to 14, King Octua brought me over to his throne room. It was good to see his kingdom restored.
Because of your bravery and selflessness, I shall give you my blessing as a spider elder.
The octo spider walked up to me and bit me. Ouch! What was that for? My body then began to change, and I gained 5 hearts. And my fangs gained a poisonous tip and grew larger in size. I have venomous bites now.
Precisely.
Do you think this will be powerful enough to fight those withers?
Not a chance, little one. The withers have a special wither attack that greatly weakens their prey. It's called the wither effect. Being their leader, Witherfang's wither effect is much more powerful. Any unlucky mob that is hit with Witherfang's attack will have the wither effect until they are dead.
There has to be a way I can stop it. My dad, he has it and he's looking worse by the day.
Well, there is one way to stop it. You must kill Witherfang. Only then will all of his effects be removed.
Thank you, King Octua.
Go out to my nearest tree farm. There you will find a fruit. With it, hopefully you can slow down the effects that your father is experiencing. But hurry fast, Warden Spider. You don't have much time.
On days 15 to 16, I listened to the king and reached his nearest tree farm. I then looked forward and noticed the crystal fruit that the king was talking about. I thought I was gonna take it with ease, but I noticed that Captain Silverhook took it for himself. Hey, that's mine!
It looks like it's mine, laddie. I'm a pirate. What did you expect?
Out of frustration, I attacked the captain. We both started to fight each other. He pulled out a strong sword that did lots of damage to me. Knowing I started this fight out of pure rage, I decided to calm down. Enough! What can I do to get that fruit from you?
Well, Spider, me crew left me, so I don't really have anything to lose at this point.
Well, what if I gave you something? A home. A place where you can meet new people and maybe even a new crew. The pirate was thinking, and I could tell he liked the idea. He threw me over the fruit, and together we headed back to the ship to sail back home. On days 17 to 18, I made it back home with the captain. I quickly crawled in and found my dad lying in his bed.
Son.
Here, Dad, quick. Eat this. My dad did as followed. I will check on you in a bit, okay? I then went out and started to make Captain Silverhook his very own house. Since he was a pirate, I knew I had to make it ship-themed. With it, I made a nice web bridge that connected it to land.
Yar! This looks great, laddie. Thank you, me boy. In return, take this.
The captain threw me over some of his iron.
It's only like 5% of the treasure I found, but it's something.
Thanks! With it, I crafted myself a set of iron tools.
Fozo, I'm feeling quite better now.
Dad, you're walking.
Seems like the fruit helped a lot. I was meaning to tell you, but while you've been gone, I've heard a lot of explosions going on nearby. It's been worrying me.
Explosions? Where exactly have you been hearing them from? On days 19 to 20, my dad brought me over to a clearing. Down below, we could see a large nether ravine torn throughout the floor. Oh my goodness! I watched as wither spiders climbed out of it and started making their way into the overworld.
It seems as if Witherfang's forces are growing stronger by the day.
Speak of the devil. Across the wide canyon was Witherfang talking to someone.
How did you lose the nomadics again? How hard can it be to find a mushroom spider?
Sir,
Do you not understand? We will get rid of all other spider species. That's our mission. Go out and find them now!
Mushroom spiders? That has to be where the next spider elder is. I watched as Witherfang went back down into the nether, and his general went off in search of the next elder. If I follow that general, then I'm one step closer to my next blessing. On days 21 to 23, I was out following the general. He was really fast because I think I lost him. No, come on, where could he have gone? I kept walking up the path and quickly found a mushroom biome. Well, I think this is the place. Wait a minute. Why is everything destroyed? Did the general do this? I then heard a yell from inside and went to investigate. A mushroom spider!
I demand to be let out at once!
Hey, you! What happened here?
Wait! It's a trap!
What? Just then, the general landed right next to me.
I knew you were following me, you insect. I shall capture you too.
The general charged in and started to attack. With my new poison bite, I was definitely hurting him, but he was able to turn the nearby grass into wither blocks, and they did a lot of damage to me. Ah! I was low on hearts and knew if I kept fighting, I was done for. Ah!
That's right, spider. Surrender. You are coming with me.
On days 24 to 26, the Mushroom Elder and I were taken in a prison deep within the nether. I looked around and saw that this place was guarded by a lot of wither spiders. Great. Now what?
Once Witherfang gets here, he'll be happy to put you both down himself.
The general walked away, and I knew we only had a short period of time to figure out what to do. I tried my best to break out, but the blocks were unbreakable. Come on. Come on!
Relax, young one. Stand back.
Okay. I did as the elder said, and I watched as he used his powers, which made him shrink down to a tiny, tiny spider. Whoa! The elder then walked out of the cage through the bars. Now, on the other side, he flipped the lever, letting me out. That was awesome. How did you do that? Ah! I started floating from his bite, and before I knew it, I upgraded again. I now had 5 more hearts, and had a strange surge of power fill within me.
Now, you too can use this. Follow me. It's time to escape.
On days 27 to 29, the Mushroom Elder and I used our new ability to shrink down and walk throughout the prison. This is awesome! Since we were so small, none of the wither spiders were able to catch on. This ability was very useful. That is, until a loud alarm went off, alerting them of our escape.
They are small now! Catch them!
Uh-oh! Time to run! The both of us started to run as fast as we could, and after some time, we ended up running throughout some nether tunnels. Jeez, is this what the wither spiders have to live in? We ran and eventually made our way to an opening that held a nether portal. That's our chance to leave!
Let's take it!
We both made our way straight to the portal. You first! The Mushroom Elder went inside and made it through. I was about to do the same until I was hit with an explosion. Ah!
You think you can escape, do you?
A wither beast started to attack me. It would send out large blasts of energy towards me and even summon lightning from the skies. I did everything I could against it, but at the end of the day, it was just too powerful for me. I then had an idea. I shrunk down with my new ability, confusing the beast. With my size, I was able to run along the floors and shoot the beast from multiple angles.
Where are you?
I'm right here. I shot him one last time, defeating him. From its death, dropped another ruby pickaxe. Sweet! I picked it up and headed through the portal. On days 30 to 34, I arrived on the other side and found myself in front of a withered village. Whoa, how did this happen? I looked around at all of the villagers, only to see them withered and hurt.
Ouch! Ouch! This sucks! Fozo, this is getting worse by the day. Witherfang needs to be stopped.
I know.
Good luck. I must return to my people now. I hope my blessing was able to help.
I left the mushroom spider and went throughout the village, trying to help them in any way I could. Even all of their crops were dead. I was about to replace them when I heard a huge rumbling. I turned only to see Witherfang emerge from a nether crack. Oh no, he found me.
Bozo is it? I've heard about you. The last healthy warden spider trying to take down my forces.
Trying? No, I will take down your forces.
Believe, Fozo. That is all you can do. But me and my people have been in the depths for too long. The only spiders who are cursed with a red roof. You get to enjoy the infinite blue sky. Well, not any longer. We shall take that away from you and replace it with the redness we have been cursed upon.
I won't let that happen. I won't let you win.
I already have. Been home lately? Would be a shame if you left it unguarded.
Oh no, Dad! Knowing I had to get there fast, I left immediately, leaving Witherfang behind.
In time, Fozo. In time.
On days 35 to 38, I made it back to base, only to see it being under attack. Oh no! I rushed in and quickly saw a giant figure helping defend it. It was the giant snake.
Leave this place at once, you foul creatures.
Get him, Pops!
I rushed in to help out in any way that I could. The snake and I were fighting back to back and helping each other out as best as we could. I used my webs to slow them down while the snake used a strong attack and defeated them. We're almost done. Just as I finished that sentence, one of the wither spiders bit the giant snake.
Oh!
He was withered and dying. No! I took down the last spider and knew that the snake, Slither's dad, was not going to make it. On days 39 to 41, Slither and I brought his dad under the shade of the tree.
Dad, no, please. I'm sorry for running off. I just wanted to be big and strong like you.
It's okay, son. It's okay. You'll be even stronger.
Why? Why would you come here and save us like that? You didn't have to.
Just because I didn't have to doesn't mean I shouldn't. Listen, Bozo, you've grown a lot. I'm impressed. This, though, is far from over. You must find the flying spiders.
Flying spiders? Who are they?
A few days ago, I didn't know, but I recently saw them flying just south of here. They can help you.
The flying spiders. The next elder must be there. Thank you. I left the snake and Slither alone. I then turned to see Slither's dad die.
Dad! No!
I promise I won't let you guys down. I started days 42 to 44 by going around and building up our base defenses. Something like this can never happen again. I built up walls, traps, anything that will throw those wither spiders in a blender. Okay, I think that should do it. Afterwards, I went over to make sure my dad was okay. Thankfully, he was, but he looked like a ghost. I don't have that much longer.
Don't worry, Fozo. I swear, I will help you rid the world of these evil wither spiders. My dad would want me to.
Well then, we will together. The two of us ventured off to Captain Silverhook's ship. Silverhook!
Iron Fozo! Don't you worry. I'll take charge of being head of security around here. I just wish you had my crew to help me.
Don't worry. Just give it some time. Now, time to find those flying spiders. On days 45 to 47, Slither and I set off south. Personally, I had no idea where we were going, but Slither, he used his sense of smell as a snake and was able to point us in the right direction.
It's this way.
I followed him until we started to find signs of cobwebs everywhere. Yep, we're getting closer. This has to be where the flying spiders live. We then turned a corner and saw a spider hideout. What shocked me was that these weren't the flying spiders, but instead, these were my people, the warden spiders. It didn't take long for me to realize how weak each and every one of them looked.
Oh my, you must be Fozo.
Yes, I am. You all look so
hurt. We are. Most of the group has already passed. Those left are on their way as well.
Slither, these people, they need food and care. Can you help them back home?
Of course I can.
I'll just have to trust my instincts on where to find these flying spiders.
The flying spiders, they live high off the ground, mainly on treetops. I know of a large one nearby. Maybe that's worth taking a look at?
Yeah, you're right. Take them back, Slither. I'll go check out this treetop. On days 48 to 50, I ventured out and was able to spot a tall tree. I then noticed a flying spider? Okay. Since I didn't have the same power, I slowly but surely made my way to the top of the tree. Once there, I was met with a main courtyard area. Wait a minute. You guys are spiders? Why do you look like...
Don't say it! Don't say the B word! We are spiders, and our legs are just... smaller than the rest.
Right. I was hoping to speak to your elder. I need their blessing.
Ha! You think it'll be that easy, do you? Follow me, Walker.
Walker? That's rude. I was then brought over to the main elder flying spider.
Ew! Who let this walker in?
Again with the name? Look, I'm here because I need your blessing.
You need my blessing? How cute! No.
No, but the wither spiders. If I don't stop them...
Not my problem. Now leave. At once!
We then heard a loud flapping sound, followed by rumbling. What's that?
Bird!
A giant bird flew overhead, killing one of the flying spiders instantly. Afterwards, it left.
Let's make a deal, Fozo. That bird has been causing my colony massive problems lately. Us flying spiders are weak and depend on our speed to avoid problems. But that bird also has flight and is faster than us. So if you use your brute strength to take that bird down, then I'll give you that upgrade.
Deal. The elder flying spider then signaled one of his men.
Swing on!
I started to fly out, and I shot my web onto him and was flying through the air underneath. Just don't drop me! On days 51 to 53, the flying spider brought me over to the bird's nest. Okay, take the bird down, get the blessing. You've got this, Fozo. Another loud caw was heard before the bird revealed itself. Nice, birdie. The bird started to attack me immediately. Cut it out! It was definitely trying to eat me. I was running away while continuously shooting it with webs. I tried to bite at its feet and poison it, but it quickly caught on and kept its distance. That's when I tried to shrink down, but with its enhanced vision, it didn't help me at all. Okay, what do I do?
Now, team, now!
A swarm of flying spiders then flew in and started to fight off the bird. This kept it busy, giving me enough time to surprise it. I ran over to it and bit it as much as I could. With my poison bite, I can tell it was growing weaker and weaker. The beast was down. Ha! Take that.
Good work, Warden Spider. Maybe being a walker isn't so bad.
Thanks. I think on days 54 to 56, I was brought back to the flying spider's throne room.
Huh, you know, maybe I underestimated you, Fozo.
Yeah, no kidding.
Word has been spreading of your bravery. Most spiders like to hide, but you are inspiring by fighting back for what's rightfully yours. I wonder, is that the right thing to do?
The elder spider then walked up to me and granted me its blessing. I started to float up high. Wait, is it gonna happen? Am I gonna fly? My body began to change. I gained 5 more hearts and now could walk? I already could do that. This is so humiliating.
You really thought we would let you fly? Get real, Spider. That's for us only. But check again. Your new ability is quite deadly, if you ask me.
After a second glance, I realized I now had a poison sonic boom. Whoa! I shot it out, and the flying spider elder was right. This thing was awesome.
Good luck, Fozo. And do us a favor. Save our blue skies.
On days 57 to 59, I was making my way back to base when I heard the sounds of monkeys. They were coming from a nearby fortress.
Hey, leave us and our bananas alone, you lunatics!
I followed the sounds and quickly saw a group of monkeys being attacked by withered pillagers.
Must expand nether.
I don't even know what that means! Hey, stay away from them! The withered pillagers turned their attention onto me and started to attack. I then felt a surge of power within me and unleashed my full poison sonic boom on them. The attack was so strong that in one hit, the poison completely took them out. Awesome!
Whoa, thanks for that, man. You aren't gonna, like, plant spider eggs in our head, are ya?
What? No, of course not.
Oh, thank goodness. Those morons came by and ruined our home. We've never felt more insecure in our lives.
Well, why don't you come with me? I know of a new place that would suit you guys perfectly. On days 60 to 65, I returned back home with the monkeys. I looked around the web tree and saw that the warden spiders all got there safe. With Slither's help, I built the monkeys up some nice homes to stay in and connected the area with webbing for my fellow spiders. I know it's not the jungle, but I hope you still like it.
Yeah, it's great and all. We just miss our leader. The wither pillagers, they killed him, and now we don't know what to do.
Arrgh! Curse this large ship!
I looked over and spotted Captain Silverhook complaining to himself.
If I had a crew, this would be so much easier.
Wait a minute. Guys, follow me. I brought the monkeys over to the captain. About a crew. How about them?
Wait a minute. You can't be serious. You think these monkeys can work under me? They're monkeys!
Hey, you better watch it, pal!
Take it or leave it, Captain. I left them by themselves so they can talk and figure things out. I then walked over to my dad to check on him. Hey, Dad.
Fozo, is that you? My vision, it's gone blurry.
Yes, it's me. Just stay strong, okay?
Just remember, you are making me so proud.
I hope I am. Just then, a warden spider walked up to us. Is everything all right?
No. On the way here, we came across something. Something bad. It looked like the weather spiders set up a large mining operation nearby.
What are they mining towards? Thank you. It's worth a look. On days 66 to 70, I went out and was able to find a large nether stronghold. But in the overworld? Oh my goodness. Their mission, it's almost complete.
That's right, men. Keep mining away. We need to get to that stronghold yesterday.
I saw the General Wither commanding wither spiders to mine away below the ground. Stronghold? What stronghold are they mining to?
Keep going. The end spiders aren't just going to appear here for us.
End spiders? Wait, is that where the final elder is located? So they're trying to get to the end. The general then started to look up and suspect something was wrong.
I can sense you. I know you're here, Warden Spider.
Great. I walked out and was face to face with him.
My, you've grown, haven't you? It doesn't matter. I'll kill you myself. Witherfang will be so proud of me.
The general charged in and began his attack. Like before, he was extremely powerful. His ability to change the nearby environment was hurting me a lot. I shot my poison boom at him, but he was able to dodge them as well. We kept fighting. And at one point, it felt like it was never going to end. Thanks to my web shot ability, though, I was able to get him stuck and finish him off with the poison boom. Ha! Take that! I looked and noticed the wither spiders all ran off. I left for base. If the last spider elder is in the end, then I'm gonna need some help. On days 71 to 74, I arrived back at base. I walked over and saw Slither aiding my father. How's he doing?
Fozo, he's not doing great at all.
Well, I found out how we can stop all of this, and it's the end.
Lower ye sails, laddies!
What the? I walked over and saw the captain with his crew of monkeys?
That's right, you scallywags! I ain't paying you to do nothing! Yo-ho!
Yo-ho! We're pirates now, baby!
They looked like they were working perfectly. Huh.
Fozo! I heard you talk about the end. If the final Elder Spider is there, I can handle the transportation.
Excellent. The captain then ran off.
Good luck, Fozo. I'll take care of your dad. Just hurry. He doesn't have much longer.
On days 75 to 77, I made my way back to their mining operation. On my way down, I was able to find the stronghold that they were making their way towards. I went slowly inside until I came across the end portal room. To my surprise, it was already fully activated. Oh no. Did they make it in time before me? I was about to jump in until I got pushed back by a Wither Guardian. Ouch! Come on!
Only those bonded with the Wither shall go through.
Okay, then bring it. The Guardian and I both fought valiantly. Its attacks were strong, but thanks to my shrinking ability, it was having a hard time countering me. With one powerful bite, I was able to poison it and knock it away. While stunned, I ran over to the end portal. Here goes nothing. I made it on the other side. Phew, that was close.
Throw over the anchor, laddies! We got ourselves a new crew member!
Captain?
With this ship, me boy, we will find those last end spiders in no time.
I looked over and saw the captain with a brand new end ship that was flying in the sky. Awesome! On days 78 to 80, the captain and I were flying throughout the end.
Hey, man.
With the monkey's help, of course.
Yeah, that's right.
We were soaring throughout the skies until we stopped at a large end island that had a kingdom.
I think this be the place, laddie.
I got off the ship and decided to go look around. The captain was right. All around the kingdom lied end spiders. Hey, you! I approached one, but as soon as I got to it, the spider teleported away? They can teleport? Hey! I then tried it again and again. Come on, guys. I just wanted to talk. Come back.
Be careful what you wish for.
I turned around, only to see a crowd of end spiders staring me down. Listen, I come in peace.
That's for us to decide.
One of the spiders then ran over to me and used his powers, teleporting us away. On days 81 to 85, I was teleported inside of a large end room. I think I'm gonna throw up.
Ugh. What a newbie.
Where did you take me? I need to talk to your elder. Just then, a giant end spider slowly emerged from the roof. Hi.
Walking in this place is a death wish. Those from the overworld are not welcome here.
I didn't know. But listen, there is an evil, one that's bigger than the both of us. He comes from the nether.
I've heard about the expansion, but sadly that is the overworld's problem.
No, I promise. If nothing's done, it will soon be the end's problem too. All I need is your blessing, and that's it.
We have other issues right now. Our end golem has gone completely rogue. He was made using our special end crystal. That's what's important to us, not this silly war.
Fine. How about this? If I get the end crystal, then you can give me your blessing.
You think you can take on our guardian golem? Ha! You overworlders are naive. Fine. Be my guest, Warden Spider.
On days 86 to 90, I went out in search of this so-called guardian golem. I mean, come on, how powerful can a golem really be? He's right behind me, isn't he? I turned around, and there he was. Not just a regular golem, but a giant one. That's a detail they shouldn't have left out. The golem then started to shoot out at me and attack. His power was coming straight from the purple crystal on his head. Ouch! This guy hurts. The crystal must be really, really powerful. I tried my best and even swung around to avoid some of his attacks. It would shoot blasts at me, but I would shoot back green right back at him. Hope you enjoyed the poison. This fight was definitely one of my hardest, but thankfully, I was the strongest I've ever been. I shot my poison sonic boom, aiming right at it. And just like that, the Guardian was down, with only the crystal lying there on the ground.
You have done it. My. Surely you are worthy.
The spider then walked over and granted me my final blessing. I floated up high in the sky and upgraded one last time. I gained 10 more hearts and noticed my poison sonic boom upgraded and was now explosive. I did it. I'm ready to take on Witherfang. On days 91 and 94, I returned back home with the captain and his monkeys.
Fozo, there you are. Your dad, he wants to talk to you.
I ran over, only to see him lying there, almost lifeless. Dad, listen, you have to hold on a little longer. I'm ready. I can finally defeat Witherfang. I can stop all of this.
That's good, son. I'm just so proud of you.
Thank you, Dad. Just hold in there and...
Son, I'm not going to make it.
What? No, you have to. We're almost there. Just hold on a little longer.
I can feel it. I'm slipping. Fozo, it's up to you. Stop all of this. Do it. My power will be there with you.
Dad! My dad then slowly looked over to me and bit me. This caused me to gain 5 hearts and grow a little in size. No, what are you doing? Dad!
Be brave, son. I'll be right there, watching.
He then passed away. No! It's up to me now. Saddened over my loss, I made my dad the monument that he deserved. One that all Warden spiders will remember. I will win this fight, Dad. If it's the last thing that I do, the Warden spiders will win. On days 95 to 99, I made my way over to the Nether Ravine with Slither and the captain. This is it, guys. We have to do this for our fathers, for everyone.
For everyone!
This ends now! Charge! The 3 of us ran into battle. I used all of my upgrades to charge through the wither spiders. Slither went around and was able to do some poison damage as well.
That's right, you scallywags! Hit him! Hit him good!
Yeah, we're hitting! The captain and one of his monkeys made a really good team.
Fozo, we got this. You must fight Witherfang now!
I looked down and saw him waiting there, calm. On day 100, I landed on the platform right in front of Witherfang. You've taken everything from me.
This world? It deserved it! Do you know what it feels like to be locked below the surface? Below everything! We were prisoners, but not anymore!
I won't let you win! Witherfang and I began our fight. He was extremely tough. Every bite he did dealt 5 hearts of damage. I did my best and fought back and even used my web swinging to my advantage. That's when he shot me with one of his wither blasts, which caused my hearts to start withering away. Oh no!
Any second now you will be defeated, and once you are, I will take down your friends too!
No! I got up and fought back against him as much as I could. It's time! I then perfectly shot my newest sonic boom and used it on Witherfang, causing him to step back.
No! This can't be!
Your mission is over. With one final boom, Witherfang was defeated, letting my colony and many others to live in peace.